Welcome back to another episode of Jeremy Canner's Ohio Prospecting, and I'm Jeremy Canner. I hope to earn your subscription today. And it looks like Joe done cleaned out most of this, or a flood did. And I can see that his rock wall had got pushed over, so yeah, it definitely had to have been a flood. And today I'm gonna set up and dig right here where Joe set his dredge up at, because his discharge would have been right about here. So I don't want to dig in tailings. What I want to do is there's a cement ledge right here that drops off right about here somewhere. I want to clean that out, hand pump it, run it through the high banker. And yeah, I've been battling the rain off and on this morning, as you can tell. Got all my gear on. So yeah, let me get to it. Let's show you guys some gold today. So hey, Coos, since you said that if I found you some fossils and send them to you, you would trade me something, huh? Well, this one's a pretty good size one. Man, look at those fossils. That is freaking wicked. And I found it right up here on the bank, so I think Joe got that for you. Cool. I found it. So I did a test pan from right in front of that rock sticking out of the ground right there. And yeah, I got 5 tiny little specks, if I could show them to you. Light glare. Oh, there. In and out. There they are. All right, so yeah, they're right in front of my finger. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, there's 5, and I didn't even finish panning it back all the way. 5 specks for a test pan. That's pretty good. So yeah, I'm gonna work this spot. Definitely got the high banker ready to rock and roll. So let's get it going. Okay, so some good signs is I finally found that concrete underneath. Back there it's all flat, and there's a few cracks through it like this. As you can see, I'm gonna clean that out with my hand dredge and all along in here. And yeah, I'm gonna clean up on this side today. Then I'll throw my pile back over there, so maybe next time I come out I'll be able to work that spot. But oh yeah, Chris Bogus would be happy. Found some of that ceramic stuff you like. Look at that piece of iron. I bet you it's stiff. Running nice. Yeah, I had to reset up just like this and dig a pit because I needed the better angle. Want to make sure that my clean out's going to be nice and easy. So I don't want to leave that running too long. Better get back to it. So I've been running since 10 o'clock. It's noon now. And as you can see, I've cleaned up all that concrete. There's pretty big chunks of concrete there all stuck together like bedrock. So I've been hand dredging in between all the bedrock. Well, false bedrock. Man-made bedrock. And now I'm going to start working on this area right here. And I'm going to dig quite a bit. I want to get to the back side of this concrete ledge that's right here. So we can see what kind of gold's sitting up in there. And it's a combination of hard pack, a little bit of loose here and there. I figured whatever's loose is probably Joe's dredge tailings from last time. I'm going to keep working this, and I'll bring you guys all back here in a bit where I do my first clean out. I may pan it in tub, but I didn't bring any surfactant, so I'm worried about losing gold, so we'll see what happens. All right, so I'm getting ready to do my first clean out, which I'll show you what I've been working. As you already know, I was cleaning around that, which if you see there, see where the bubbles are all flowing? That's the heavier part of the stream. So all the gold, the heavy gold is gonna fall along the sides of that. And right where I collected the material out of that crack there, should be pretty good. And everything's dropping down into there where I removed those two boulders. And I'm going to continue on digging down in there because I hit a clay bed of a sort, kind of like the oatmeal clay. And there's a rock wall shelf right here. I'm going to keep cleaning along down that. And then once I get to some sort of a bottom, I'm going to finish hand dredging. And we'll run that all in run number 2. So let me get to the clean out. And I'll be right back with you guys. And while I got the pump shut off, I've been taking the hand dredge in the bucket. And as you can see, the big chunks of concrete. There's a couple of boulders on the sides over here that I thought were loose. And I started digging around them and I realized they were concreted in place. So yeah, there's no moving those. So what I'm going to do is take this and I'm going to hand dredge around it. While you watch on a little bit as I do that. And don't worry, I won't bore you guys with my music. I know a lot of you don't prefer to listen to my music, but I put it on there for me. I don't put it on there for you. I put it on there for me. So I ain't bored while I'm watching my show. I'll show you. Way down there. Move these big rocks out of the way. Because yeah, I got the 1.5 inch on the end of it. I could take that off, but I duct taped it on there. Yeah, I put a little bit of soft music in there if you notice. I still want to listen to something. Alright, I'm going to continue on and I'll be back with you guys in a bit. Okay, so you can really see what I've been working now. Those big old chunks of concrete there. And yeah, let me step down here. This right here where you could see for a second, right where my foot is, that's the ledge, and it comes over this direction this way and then comes back a little bit and goes under that boulder. So I'm gonna have to clean that section there just to get down to this ledge, but I need to scrape everything off the surface of this. Yeah, sorry about that. Didn't mean to freak you out with the zombie arm. And yeah, and I also need to clean off this side of the shelf, so that way I can use the hand pump and hand dredge off the top in case there's any nice flakes still sitting on top of the flat surface of this concrete slab here. So yep, gonna keep working at it. Gonna do the clean out real quick, then I'm going to get on to run number 3. So I'm getting back in. Going to do some more hand dredging. As you can see, I'm standing on the slab. There's a nice pocket here. A nice little U-shaped pocket there. A little V-trap that goes into a crack right there where that big section is. That's heavy. There ain't no moving that. That's like those ones I got fooled by that I didn't know were cemented in. So I cleaned them off a little better. So get some more water in the bucket. Keep this from floating off on me. Try to remove all the rocks you can that aren't going to get plugged up in there now, because we've moved them out of the way, which happens anyways. You can't stop that from happening. Yeah, and I'm starting to get into that black muck down here. Kind of like a clay. Real soft clay. And this will help us get the gold that I couldn't get with the shovel, because you know, flat surfaces, when there's flat gold sitting on a flat surface, scraping on top of it with a shovel just ain't going to get it. So you got to have something like this or a dredge, so you can get that flat gold off the top. Sometimes that happens. Miss. Once I fill this bucket up like I did the last one, I'll run it through the high basin. Wasted material. It's easy. I'll be able to get it right off that flat platform. That's why I put it on the slab. So if that happened, I could just do this. Now you can already see I already got it all, just about. Okay, so I'll keep doing that as I was. And I'll bring you guys back up when I get ready to clean up and go on back to the house. On my third clean out, getting ready to clean up, get ready to fill the hole back in. And like I said, if you want to find a decent amount of gold in Ohio, you got to dig a big hole, move a lot of rocks, move a lot of sand and gravel, and you'll find a decent amount. Man, that was a lot of digging. But at least I was able to use the hand dredge today and clean in and around all the cracks and nooks and crannies that I could. So yeah, I can't wait to see what this is going to be when we get back to the house. And yeah, Brian, I found you some fossils, all kinds of. Hey, look, I even found this piece of caliche-like cement on the rock. It's not clay. It's hard. Yeah, all kinds of little fossils. I think this might have been a worked piece of flint or whatever. It does look like it's been worked on this edge. Like it was a broken chip off of something. I don't know. Tell me. There's for Chris. Piece of ceramic. More fossils. Fossils. Oh, hey, Joe. I found a matching rock to yours. I'll put it on my mini dredge. And yeah, here's one of those rocks for Jason. Then you got a piece of cool quartz stringer rock. I like to collect these. I don't know why. Yeah, and I did find a marker down there. Nasty. Ugh. But yeah, I'll throw that away. So yeah, let me get this cleaned up. I'll see you guys back at the house. And welcome back. And I got all three the cleanups all right here, ready to be cleaned in the cleanup sluice. I just gotta classify it all down, put it all the bigs into the bigs, which that's 3 different runs of the last 3 runs that I've done. I just never panned it out. What I'm gonna do is pan it out and then take all the gravel like that, dump it over in the driveway at my property. Good place for it. So yeah, let me get this all classified down and then ran through this cleanup sluice, and then I'll be right back with the gold. Okay, so I got everything all cleaned up. And how did I do today? Not bad. And there's a dime for reference. There's some nice little pieces. Yeah, I didn't get all the little bits of black sand, but yeah, you'll have that. And there's this really heavy piece of silver looking metal. I have no idea what it is. But it does not move, and it sat up there with the gold the entire time. Maybe one of you might know. I don't think it's amalgam because it doesn't look like any of the pieces of gold. Here, I'll zoom in. I don't know, you tell me, because there's the gold and that's that. I don't know what that is. So yeah, I did find some nice pieces. Let's take a look at them. Nice. And yeah, look, some even have that rust on them. Probably because of where they've been sitting all the time was in a big rusty patch. When I was digging the entire time, that's all that came up was rusty mud color. That's how I knew I was in a great spot. So yeah, nice bit of gold. It's always a good thing to take a hand dredge with you and clean up everything that you possibly can, because you never know what you're leaving behind, because it could be those pieces. Nice. And yeah, these are little pushers. I can push them around. I can definitely feel that one. And that one. I could almost pick that one up, but it's close. It's almost a picker. Not quite. Decent sized big flake poker is what I'm going to call it. So that's all I got time for today. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on out there. Remember to dig deep.